my heroes. He doesn't think so, but I'm gonna prove it on this show. So, how you doing, John?
Good.
Thank you for doing this.
Thanks for
I
having
see
me.
you're all in your outfit, like you, is that the way you walk out on stage nowadays? Or?
No, this is, we're in my art studio, so I put on my painting. This is where I paint.
Are we gonna paint?
If you like. If you like.
I don't want to ruin your reputation as a painter. These paintings, I'm looking at like you're really, really serious about painting. It's awesome.
I went to New York when I was fresh out of college to go to the New York Art Student League. And on the way there, I accidentally got a record deal.
So you were painting before you were writing songs?
Yeah.
Before you write songs?
Yeah. Oh, listen, when I got my first record deal, I didn't even own a guitar. I had been singing in like local rock bands, on the weekend just to make money, and so I had a demo tape. I thought, well, if I'm gonna be in New York, I might as well just drop these off and see what happens. And I didn't even get back to Indiana. I drove to New York and I drove back, and by the time I drove back, this main man at the time was managing Bowie and Lou Reed and Mott the Hoople and that whole scene.
Wow.
And
that was early. I mean, I didn't realize you were.
Yes, I'm old.
I'm older than you. Don't start with me.
Yes, I'm old. Anyway, they called and they said, "Hey, can you come back tomorrow?" And it's like, I'm already in Indiana. I can't. I don't have any money to get back there. And so they said, "Oh, we'll pay for it." So I got on a plane and I flew back. And the New York Art Student League hadn't even got back with me if they would accept me or not. So I already had a record deal, and I didn't even know if I got into the painting school I wanted to get into. When I got my first record deal, Sam, I had only written like 3 songs my whole life. The idea of writing a song was like, what? Taking care of business is good enough for me. I'm making a living singing, taking care of business, all the songs, I was in a cover band, so writing songs was never even dawned on me. And that's why my first records were so terrible, was because I was actually growing up, learning how to write songs in public.
Yeah.
How many songs you got written? 10. Okay, let's record them. My first 10 fucking songs are on an album.
Yeah.
It's like, it's
I did the same thing because I just wanted to get out on the road and play in front of people, but did
I never want to.
You didn't want to do that? See,
no,
I
didn't
used to
care
like
about
that side of it.
I have always struggled with the idea of being a monkey on a string and, keeping my own integrity and doing it my way and trying not to follow a path that others had laid. I got some real good advice from a really smart guy when I was real young. He said, John, go where they're not. Do what they're not doing. And then he said, keep it small, but keep it going. And everybody else was trying to become this, this thing.
How
and I
big
was
can I get?
Yeah, this thing, for me, it was like I was trying to withdraw from all of that. But it's seductive, all of that, and I found myself, it's like, okay, well, fuck it, we're in it, let's just do it, let's try. And then I would always go, what are you doing to you? What are you doing to yourself? What are you trying to prove?
You did a good job. Whatever you were doing, you did a good job, because your image has been solid. You have never looked like, even to a guy that's in the same business, how people can be criticized of each other, like, well, I'm better than him, or I can do it. You never look like a monkey on a string. You always really look like you're doing your own thing.
With me, it was always like, what are you going to do, take away my birthday? So when you have that attitude, there's nothing they can do to you.
Yeah. So where's this reputation about being a hard guy to deal with? That's where it came from. Obviously, you didn't like the business as much as I assumed you did.
This is it. It's just, listen, I used to love, I got sucked in, man. For a while, I was sucked in. During the mid to late 80s, I was sucked in.
Those are good times, you got to admit. I mean, you can have a lot of fun.
They weren't for me, though. They were the worst times of my life.
John, you missed some of the best. You missed some good shit.
Maybe I did, but...
No, you did it, but you didn't enjoy it, I guess.
I would go into those arenas and I would literally get nauseous. Because it was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Wow. Acting like, something that I'm not. This is a job. I don't want to do that. I wrote a song called Pop Singer. It says, never wanted to be no pop singer, never wanted to write no pop song. Never wanted to hang out after the show. And caught so much shit for that song because it was just like, man, you're biting the hand that feeds you. And my response was, so what? So what do I care? You know, what? I didn't have anything when I started.
I'm like you. Man, I went around dirt poor on food stamps, welfare with a baby and playing music thinking I'm okay. It was like, hey, this is fine.
Hey, listen, if I had a motorcycle, a couple guitars, and some records,
Yeah.
I was fine.
Yeah, I was driven by the love for the music, I think. And fame and fortune was strong with me because I was so poor. When I first got some, I got excited, but I just can't believe that didn't excite you, that all the fame and the fortune.
Applause.
Did not make you happy.
Well, it didn't. It didn't do what it did for other people.
When I walk out on stage, my mission is to say, I'm gonna make you walk away from here with a big smile on your face, wake up in the morning with a big smile. As long as I can keep that smile on your face, then I did a good job. And I mean, that's the road I took. But I'm jealous of you.
No, listen.
I'm jealous of you.
Listen,
I want to be an artist, damn it.
I'm just, you know, if you're charging people money, you've got to play small time.
Yeah.
No matter what. No matter whether you want to or you don't want to, you got to play it. And I get it. I totally get it. They came to hear these songs, you got to play them. That doesn't mean I have to like it, but that does mean I have to put every bit of energy that I have into acting like it's the first time I've ever sang the song. And I'm that excited about doing it for these people. I get it.
But see, you do have a heart, John. I'm telling you.
But the key word there is act like.
What do you like to do besides paint?
I like to paint. I like to discover new things. I'm very interested in life. I like to discover people's histories. I like to occasionally go work. I paint basically every day. What I'm interested in is creating something that I can be proud of. You know, and whether it's a song or a painting, and that's what I'm interested in.
Well, you're a real artist, John. You paint pictures in a lot of your songs, and I think it's connected, and it really inspired me. I want to buy one of your paintings. You think I'm joking? I'm not. I want to be in one of my restaurants in Cabo Wabo or someplace. I want to put it up, picture you and I, and put it up on display and let people come and look at it.
Or I just give you one.
Well, I knew you were going to say that. That's why I told my wife, I says, he ain't going to let me buy a painting. She said, yeah, of course, he's there for sale. Maybe just buy it for his manager. I said, no, she goes, he ain't going to let you buy a painting. I said, well, I'll write a check for the amount that you want for the painting. No discount, no nothing. To Farm Aid or local here. I like to give to local community. I'm in food banks.
Farm Aid is
it's a good one, right?
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
And me and Willie,
I'd be happy to do that.
Me and Willie and Neil we've been doing this since 1985.
Remember when I did it in '85? Remember that's when I first shook your hand.
Yeah,
but I was a bad boy on there. I would love to come back and redeem myself. Will you guys please invite me back? I promise. I went out and said, here's a song for all you tractor-pulling motherfuckers. I couldn't help myself, and boom, off went the lights, and I suffered for that. I felt so bad. I felt terrible about that. I would love to come back. I think I know the kind of guy you are, and I want to guess. So I'm going to give you two things, and you're going to tell me this one or that one, this one or that one, okay? So, Picasso or Dali?
Picasso. Ford
or Chevy?
Chevy.
See, I thought Ford, but okay. If I had Picasso down. Beatles or the Stones?
Stones.
Me too. See,
yeah.
I knew this. See, John, I knew this one.
I once did an introduction in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think it was for the Lovin' Spoonful. And Paul McCartney was sitting out there, and I had to say, I'm sorry, Paul, but these guys were writing about hot down summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirty gritty, and you were writing about, I want to hold your hand. Really? That was in my speech. Dear was a gambler. She gambled all around. Delia was a gambling girl. She liked to lay her money down. All the friends I ever had are gone. Delia's dear mother took a trip out west. When she returned, little Delia had gone to rest. All the
daddy wept, his mama moaned. Wouldn't have been so bad if the girl had died at home. All the friends I ever had are gone. Cut is looking high, Cut is looking low. Cut his shot poor Dilly down with his crew 44. All the friends I ever had are gone. High up on the housetop, high as I could see, looking for them rounders coming after me. All the friends I ever had are gone. Man in Atlanta trying to pass his white. Delia's in the graveyard, 6 feet out of sight. I love that one. All the friends I ever had are gone. Well, the judge says, Cuddy, what's this noise about? About all them rounders, judge trying to cut me out. All the friends I ever had are gone. Cuddy said to the jury, what might be my fine? Judge says, oh, poor boy, you got 99. And all the friends I ever had are gone. Cuddy's in a jailhouse, drinking from an old tin cup. Delia's in a graveyard, she ain't getting up. All the friends I ever had are gone. Do you, how can this be? You loved all those rounders, but you never did love me. All the friends I ever had are gone. Let's do the last verse together. Dear, oh dear, how can it be? You wanted all those rounders, but you never did want me. All the friends I ever had are gone. Here's the truth. John, thank you. Soulful son of a gun, you. Whew.